Transformed into a ballroom extravaganza, today some of the stars of Strictly were practising their moves at the Nottingham Arena. For many of us, the last time we saw them was during that nail-biting finale.
Doing the whole of Strictly Come Dancing, it seems a bit of a daze now. I can't remember much of it, but that last final, getting there to the end, is incredible. I think we would have been so upset if that had been it. But having Christmas and then knowing we had the tour to look forward to, it sort of was a bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Models on the TV show, the dancers are judged on their performances, and with a few old faces popping in, the heat is on.
It's still a competition, you know, the people in the stadium are going to be voting for us. So, you know, we're going to go out there and we're going to hopefully entertain the crowd, make sure everyone has a great night. But trophies will be given at the end.
This year's runner-up, Matt Baker, wowed audiences with his acrobatics, and he volunteered to show me some of his simpler moves.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Round the back. And then we go, woo, boom, 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 boom. We could just do that for hours, basically. Just keep doing it, yeah.
Might need a bit more practice, Matt. And after my lesson from Matt, there was only one thing left for me to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gator!
What do you think, Matt?
7?
Aww.
Sorry. Okay, 8.
I did try. 8! Okay, well, there you go. That's Gator Pense for East Midlands today. Now a dancing queen.
You know, just turning off the brain. I think it was the brain, actually, that the most got.
And so I went off for a few runs and and trying to keep moving in some way.
Yeah.
But I mean, and you have in the back of your mind that you're going to be doing the tour, so you know it's nice, and you're not just going to stop dancing and not do it.
Yeah.
Again, so.
Yeah, as you say, it's intense. I mean, you've got to sort of really love that from the beginning, or you're you're deliberately making mistakes to get out of it.
Yeah, I just had no idea when you watch the show. I'm such a big fan of the show, but I just didn't realise the work that goes in. I thought, oh, this will be really enjoyable, a piece of cake, and what could you want more than to go and train every day? It's like going back to school and feeling really young again. But it's just the constantness of it and not knowing when you're going to leave the show, so you don't really know how long to prepare mentally for it, so it's really bizarre.
So you're constantly trying to sort of obviously give it your best, and that's quite a hard thing to sort of maintain, I guess.
Especially when you don't know
you've got to improve. I know that the judges say, oh, you know, some of you improve as you go along, but really you want to be putting 100% all the time, don't you?
Yeah, you do, and the thing is, you don't know what you're capable of either. I mean, the thing is, for me, Cara, we were, in a very nice way, don't get me wrong, we were stitched up with 2 Russians that have an incredible, incredible, you know. But that is it. I wouldn't have changed a single thing, especially you know with Ali and the way she worked and the way she pushed me and the stuff that we did. It was brilliant, you know. And we didn't have a huge amount of time, and it must be really stressful for them as well because they have an idea. They want, you know, what level you can go to, and they've got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And you know, you are a team, and you go. And I mean, it sounds ridiculous because it's a dance competition, but you're going through it. I mean, you really are. And
and I think we're quite similar actually. I wouldn't at the time you're thinking, oh, they're so hardcore these Russian dancers, but I wouldn't have wanted it anyway because you actually probably did a lot better because of it. And
I know what you mean. I guess every one of them's got a different kind of way of working, and a different, I suppose, a different sort of boundary on how far they're going to push.
Exactly, and Aliona and Artem used to talk to each other in Russian, probably not to hurt our feelings too much, but to give tips to, you know, Artem would give tips for Aliona to tell Matt and vice versa, and it was kind of really nice that they were helping each other, you know, like that.
And I mean, for me, I'm one of those people that when there's, you know, get a challenge or set my mind to something, I'll just go hammer and tongue at it, and I won't, you know, stop until I know that I've absolutely achieved what I think, you know, is doable. And and every single week, I mean, you're pushing it. You push every week. You just work to the Saturday, and you give everything in that week. You know, you really do to try and make it happen. And then it starts again when you get voted through, and it's just constant, and it never stops. And I mean, I did surprise myself, and you know, you'd watch it back, and you'd think, wow, that I got, you think that looks like that does. I don't know. That's me doing that. It's like a dream state. And when I think back to the actual experience of Strictly, it doesn't really feel like it happened. It's odd. I mean, it's a crazy planet, the whole Strictly world. Anyway, it's not just the outfits and the fake tan and all of that. There's an enormous amount. It goes a lot deeper than that.
Basically, that's just the boat, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, it was looking back now, it was truly amazing.
It's a whole new experience, and I don't know how we're going to feel until we go out there on Friday night, but I think it's going to be exciting, and also just the fact that this is going to be all the great things about Strictly without being worried that you might go home, not get to do it again tomorrow night. We are actually going to be there the whole time, and so yeah, like Matt says, it's a celebration of all the good thing. We're all doing our favourite dances, and so it's going to be just exciting, and I hope the audience will enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was what I sort of learned throughout the whole Strictly thing was there's an incredible connection between you and the audience when you're dancing. There's like this energy, this strange energy, and even with the 200 or 300 that you talked about there in the studio, it's there, and it's the most fabulous feeling when you're out there and it's happening, and you know when it's happening and when things are a bit rusty or whatever, and to be able to have now the opportunity to kind of perfect our dances and do them and get that feeling in front of 15,000 people. I can't imagine what that connection, that energy's going to feel like.
Enjoy it more than we ever did, because we never had that much time to really. You always said to yourself, "Oh, a few more days, I could have really enjoyed it," rather than being on the edge of my, of sanity.
It's just constant panic that you're going to forget your routine. Whereas now, because we're doing the same one, we won't have that worry and that stress, and there won't be that pressure to have achieved it by the Saturday. So it's going to be lovely. I mean, look at us now, we're really relaxed.
I could do this all year. I think everything's positive, and especially for me, people who did recognise me from EastEnders, whoever watches the show. It was more. It was more of a, why are you having an affair with that man? Your character's horrible. You're just horrible. Stop being mean. And obviously now it was about, your dance was lovely last week, and so it was actually a positive feedback rather than what I'm used to, which is kind of always a little bit borderline negative. So that was quite lovely and nice.
It's such a lovely thing to get hold of somebody and just have a whip around the dance floor. And in today's day and age, with all the technology,
we jig about, don't we, on our own? And it's kind of just the step, click. But actually, when I watch my mum and dad do their version of the jive, which is kind of slow, I always just love watching them, and we don't do that nowadays, but it's sort of coming in the form of Strictly, which I guess is encouraging it more. And what a lovely way to stay fit.
Yeah, and back in the day, they'd have big ballrooms in factories and all of that kind of stuff, and down the club, the mines and all the collieries and stuff, and all that's gone, and it's such a basic human thing, really, just to sort of have a dance and hear some music and feel a connection that actually, I honestly, I can't say it enough.
The only trouble is, we only know our routines. What would we do if the music... we could only do my foxtrot or my cha-cha-cha. I don't know if I could... I'd love to be able to mix it up and be freestyle with it. That's the next... I might go to salsa class with that.
Or me up.
You set yourself like mini goals. You don't want to be the first one out. Then you kind of want to get to Blackpool, because everyone harps on about Blackpool.
Yeah, and that is amazing.
And it is phenomenal when you get there. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
brilliant.
Special. Really amazing. And then all of a sudden you're so in it that the thought of having to watch it from your sofa at home would be... I'd have to have left the country, and And getting to the final, it almost, I know it sounds weird, but it didn't matter, because we all were saying, we've got there, we don't have to sit and watch it at home. We were, winning was sort of, a lovely little icing on the cake, but actually the winning was getting to the end rather than actually.
Finalist Matt Baker and winner Cara Toynton. Well done to both of you, first of all, for getting so far. Why are you here in Sheffield?
Well, we are putting on the Strictly show here in the arena, which is absolutely massive. We both walked down and our stomachs just churned at the sight of it. So yeah, basically we're doing a kind of a Strictly show. It's like a big celebration of the series, really.
Yeah, we've got to choose our favourite two dances. So I'm hoping it will just be, we'll be able to go for it, relax and enjoy it this time, because we know we're not going home. We're staying the whole length of the tour, and it's just going to be all those people who, you know, went out of their way to vote for us and who love the show. So yeah, I think it will be pretty amazing.
I mean, this is a 4-week tour. At the end of that gruelling schedule for the television programme, were you not just tempted to hang up your dancing shoes?
Bizarrely not. You know, you just kind of want to keep going. You don't want to stop. And we had a bit of a break, a couple of weeks or whatever, over Christmas, and it was an odd time. You know, you're just desperate to get back into it.
You didn't know what to do with yourself. Your brain just suddenly shut down, but it felt wrong to shut down. But we knew we had this to look forward to, so it wasn't like saying goodbye completely.
Matt, you were an accomplished gymnast before you started Strictly Come Dancing. Was it hard to add dancing to your repertoire?
Well, the thing is, you're obviously quite used to moving your body around, so that kind of helps from that. And the training side of it as well is something that I really enjoy. You know, it's something that, you know, is quite different to what I normally do. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And like we said, I just didn't want it to end.
Cara, I absolutely loved watching you and Artem do the tango. It gave me goose pimples, and I think a lot of that had to do with your natural chemistry. Now, I know you kept it strictly professional when you were doing the TV series, but has a romance blossomed?
Yes, it's so cheesy, but yeah, I think it's just one of those, yeah, I was just lucky to find a lovely man, so I didn't think that would be the case. You know, the whole show was a complete life change for me, so yeah, 2011 is a little bit different, but no, we just had such fun and, you know, learning so much. He was a great teacher. An odd way to meet someone, but I guess we got to know each other fairly well.
Oh, well, I love a happy ending. Both Cara and Matt will be here on the 17th and 18th of January for the Strictly tour. I have heard a rumour that Anne Widdecombe will be dancing with Mr Nasty, Judge Craig Revel Hallwood as well, so we're not to be missed.
Sequins since Strictly Come Dancing finished just before Christmas. Then here is a chance to get another fix.
It's amazing how many people watch the final stages, 12 to 13 million. Well, the Strictly Live Tour is coming to Sheffield next week, and today the winner and runner-up were both in the city. Amanda Harper went along to meet them.
Well, they stole our hearts with those magnificent moves and those gorgeous, gorgeous outfits. And guess what? Strictly is back. Here to tell us more are a couple of the stars, Matt Baker and Carrington. Welcome to Sheffield.
Thank you. Hello, hello.
Now, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since you were in the grand final, and here you are back in your dancing shoes.
No, you're right. It doesn't seem like 5 minutes ago, does it, to be honest with you? But yeah, I mean, it's going to be very different doing it in an arena. I mean, this size, absolutely enormous.
We're quaking in our boots, but so excited because the studio is quite small, and to do it on a big scale is going to be a whole new experience and a little bit different.
Absolutely. More about the arena in just a moment, but I have to ask you, what was it like taking part in such a popular show?
Incredible. I mean, to be honest with you, you think you're going to enjoy it, but I mean, for me personally, I absolutely loved it. But you are working week to week, and you don't know how long it's going to go on for. So it's really intense, isn't it? I mean, it takes over your whole life.
And you kind of really join together. It sounds so cheesy, but as a team, you get each other through it. And so just we were close. It was a bit like a family, but now we're on the road. It's very cool.
Absolutely, Cara, you won, and congratulations. But you had a few injuries along the way, didn't you?
Yeah, the final night. I mean, everyone got injuries at different points, but it was just one of those things. Tried something. You have to go out there and try your best, and just the arm won't move. But it's back to normal, thank goodness. So it's going to be fine.
Kicking away.
Absolutely. And speaking of dangerous moves, what about the backflips? Any more of those on the way?
Yes, I'll do a few of them. Absolutely. Got to try and get the crowd on my side. No.
He's the Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, no, I'll do a few. Yeah.
What else can we expect here in Sheffield next week?
To be honest, it's a really good show. I mean, Anne Widdecombe's going to be here as well, so yeah.
That's going to be hilarious with Craig. So
stealing the show, won't she?
She will steal the show, I'm afraid, won't she?
She will. And group numbers, you know, we're all up there having a go together, which is really nice actually in rehearsals. We've had such a great time because you have been in your couples for so long, you know, with the whole Strictly experience. But with this, it's more of a celebration. It's more of a big show.
Yeah, it's all the good bits of Strictly.
Same dance partners?
Yes, nice.
Yeah, but we might give a dance a go, mightn't we?
We were just talking there, you know, we might have a little scoop.
Nice change after leaving
the arsenal. We want to know about that.
You know, yeah, we don't want to be like...
No more romances, Cara. That's it, fantastic, lovely. Well, there are tickets still available, so do come along. It promises to be amazing.